We just talked about what happens when you have an intersection inside of a circle. Now, if you notice, the intersection is on the circle. Okay, so you've got a tangent line and then some version of a secant line. So if the secant line and the tangent line intersect on the circle, the measure of each angle is equal to just half of that intersected arc. Okay, so you don't have to add up and divide anymore. So the arc that got created by angle 1, it's kind of hard to see here, but it's this guy right there. So that measure of angle 1 is just that arc AB, not the line AB, but the arc AB, all divided by 2. Similarly, for angle 2, the arc that got created was this big guy right there. Probably going to use 3 letters for this one because it looks like it's bigger than 180. So I've got measure of angle 2. That's arc ACB. You could have said BCA if you wanted to. And that is all divided by 2. So just in case we had a hard time, that tangent line, that's what's in orange down here. And the secant line wasn't extended, it's just a ray. The secant is right here in purple, and that's what makes that situation happening on the circle. So if we use that concept where you're just cutting it in half to figure out these down here, if you look at angle X, it's hitting and creating 156. So that angle X, the measure of angle X, is going to be just 156 degrees, all divided by 2. Okay, to give you 78. You could find the other angle if you want. And again, we probably want to notice that it's not the angle, like, if you could look back up here, it's not this angle there. It's the angle all the way to the line. So it's part of that angle is coming outside the circle. Hopefully you can see it down here. Again, there's that little sliver right there by the purple. That angle is outside of the circle, just kind of an important thing to keep in mind. So now we're trying to find angle X, and we're given that this purple angle up here is 248. So if you remember, the relationship between the purple and the red is that if they make a full circle, they should add up to 360. So 360 minus 248, that gives me 112. So I've got 112 right there. And again, the relationship between that intersected arc and the angle created is going to be half of that circle. Again, this is not an inscribed angle. An inscribed angle would be something like this, where you've got the angle fully inside inscribed the circle. A little part of that angle is coming on the outside. So final answer is that angle X is 56 degrees. Again, this isn't being asked, but if we've got our angle X right here in green, remember that the relationship between that and the blue angle over here, that those should add up to 180. So it's an interesting thing to keep in mind. In the next video, we will talk about what happens when you hit outside of the circle.